Okay, so we can leave commissary for Jane Doe. And there's no other way to help the situation, is there? Is there anything you suggest? And what would be a normal length of
The only
detention
thing
time
constant
for
about the
something
real
like
estate
this?
market is
Like,
change,
would it
which means
be
it's changed.
would it be like maybe, I don't know, 6 hours, 4 hours, or is there any way to say what would be normal?
She
So,
just has to go through the process of being fingerprinted and everything. So
yeah, and do you know what the arresting charges are? I assume there were
yeah, it was disorderly conduct and interfering with the police.
interfering with the police. Was that verbal, or is it specified what kind of allegation that is?
No, apparently she was in the street and they told her to back up,
Oh, and she
and
didn't
she
back
didn't
up
do it.
fast enough or something?
Yeah, I don't know. I wasn't there, so I don't know.
Well, it's so kind of you to answer the phone tonight, and I'm gonna start thinking about what I can do, but I'm gonna send all my prayers and support to everyone involved because I find
Yeah.
her to be an amazing person, and I want her to be treated really safely and respectfully.
Well, the sergeant, I asked the sergeant if she could tell her that a lot of people are calling until she tells us what her name is and goes through the fingerprint process. They can't get any information. But, I mean, we're all positive. We finally have a picture of her, so I looked her up online, and we know that's who it is, but it has to be proved through the fingerprints. So if she would cooperate, she'd probably be close to being out already.
Oh, I
Because
see.
I've had several people call saying they've got the money, they want to come and bail her out, and I said, not till we establish the name. So, because
Oh,
it has to go through the fingerprints.
I see. Um, well,
Yeah, I looked her up on Facebook, and she's a very active person.
oh, yeah. I think her Twitter handle is a picture of her with Michelle Obama. And I find her leadership incredible. She's a very strong person, and I do hope she will run for political office in the future because she's exactly the kind of candidate I would support. And
Yeah,
I'm afraid that this will just lead to more notoriety for her, which is positive because she has such an overwhelming presence politically. And I think some people are perceiving that she was politically targeted, but she has a way with the media where I think this is just going to lead to more of an outpouring of support for her. So at which point the Multnomah sheriff is uh, increasing her publicity and her celebrity. It I don't know if you have any other kinds of criminals to arrest, but I don't think her responsiveness to police was necessarily like deliberately. I mean, I just don't know what happened because I haven't seen a clear footage of it, but I don't know if
right.
it's like a great utilization of resources to assist with like a publicity event regarding a campaign, with a presidential campaign and stuff. I kind of would like to see her out with her children and continuing to write and blog and do all the things she
Yeah.
does on the radio.
It's strange because we haven't heard from the news media at all.
Huh, yeah. I know KBOO is talking about it. The alternative radio is talking about it on Twitter or Facebook or something online. But
Yeah. Usually the news stations call us and ask us for mugshots and stuff, but
I
we
believe
haven't heard from anybody.
K2, I think, or K2, or I believe it's K2 has already written an article on it with some footage from a cell phone of her, and she just appears to be walking in the curbside right next to the sidewalk. Like there doesn't seem to be anything, terribly wrong other than there's a huge pack of officers on the other side of the road who look like they're looking who do they want to arrest because clearly they can't arrest all 100 people. That would be difficult. So I mean, I don't know if she was racially profiled in any way or targeted specifically because of people knowing who she is due to her activism or different activism on events. But
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah. need to process her until she cooperates.
Do you know,
Unfortunately, there's much we can do.
has she expressed any need? I don't know anything about her independent medical history. I've never had the chance to share along those lines. But has she expressed any need for, I don't know if she has any kind of condition that might need medical attention, but if she does have those needs, does she have a chance to express those?
Yes. Even if they won't go along with the process down there, the nurses go and talk to them and ask them if they have any medical concerns, if there's any medication that they're on that they need to have or anything. Um, so I know that is taken care of.
Okay. Well, that's...
Because I've worked downstairs before, so I know that they do that right away. Because we don't want anybody getting sick.
Yeah. Oh,
for
yeah.
lack of medical care, so.
Oh, great. Well, yeah, I just actually wrote an email to Teresa about 2 days ago about a report of a friend of mine who had witnessed a really severe brutalizing incident in the MCDC. And I am just so terrified of the system that I just don't even feel like making an internal affairs report yet, because I haven't summoned the guts and courage to address what appears to have been a possible potential death in custody. And we don't want anything like that happening regarding Teresa Rayford or Jane Doe. If you know what I mean, we don't want anyone to be beaten to death at MCDC. I've read court cases about this kind of activity.
In our jail here?
Yeah, unfortunately, I know there's been at least one litigated death in custody, as well as this top secret one that nobody knows about. I mean, Max Bernstein from the Oregonian has been alerted, but I'm not too sure what she could find because of there were only 2 witnesses who were not in the employment of the Multnomah Sheriff's Department. So I don't know what they did with the body, but I do wish...
Who are the alleged victims?
Unknown. It was an unknown corpse being wheeled out of a cell. Yeah, I have a confidential source on that. But I don't want to talk about that now, and I just hope everything goes okay and you guys continue to do a good job. You have a very kind voice and demeanor, and I thank you for speaking to me.
Oh, well, no problem.